Cats are the most popular pet in the world. Cats have been people's friends since the dawn of civilization. The cat-human relationship started as a convenience alliance tied to the beginnings of agriculture, but has now grown into a mutual connection and admiration that has been building for the past 10,000 years. The interesting journey and history of the cat impact practically every part of the world, from the African wildcat to the tamed house cat. Well, what do you think? What happened to cats throughout their evolutionary history to make them into the domestic pets they are today, accustomed to the comforts of a domesticated life? In this video, we have come up with the history of cats becoming human pets. Welcome to our YouTube channel. Before we begin the video, don't forget to smash the like button, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. Common characteristics. All cats evolved as predatory hunting animals with very acute hearing, sight, and smell capabilities. Anatomical features like the rounded head and skeletal structure show that all 37 recognized Felidae species developed from a common ancestor, most likely living in Asia approximately 10 to 12 million years ago. The Felidae family has seen significant growth and diversity during the last 10 to 11 million years, with a vast range of cats occupying all parts of the planet except the Arctic, Antarctic, and Australia by 3 million years ago. The rise and fall of sea levels throughout millennia aided in both creating circumstances for Felidae species to travel and inhabit different geographical places, when sea levels were low, and isolating species development, when sea levels were high. The inherent behavior of ancient cats to scatter and seek their own area, as well as the necessity to follow the prey species they hunted, undoubtedly aided their global migration. The Felidae are the most evolved carnivorous predators among mammalian species. Except for lions, who live in groups, all other wild cats evolved as solitary creatures capable of hunting and fending for themselves. Cats are territorial, creating their own hunting zone and marking it mostly with the smell. They gather mostly for mating. With the exception of lions, where males have a unique mane, male and female cats seem quite identical, although males are somewhat bigger. They have 5 digits on each of their front feet and 4 on each of their rear feet. Pads protect the fingers when hunting, and they also help minimize sound. All cats, with the exception of the cheetah, have retractable claws. Cats have evolved a broad spectrum of coat colors that, under natural situations, enable the cat to be disguised and aid in its hunting lifestyle. Evolution and adaptation of Felis catus. Cats and humans coexisted in early human settlements, as shown by fossil records. However, they were considered to be wild cats. Previously, it was considered that genuine domestication, or, more precisely, taming of cats, began approximately 3,600 years ago in Egypt. Cat skulls discovered in Egyptian cat burial grounds, known as Maub by the Egyptians, have been identified as primarily belonging to the species Felis sylvestris libica, the African wildcat, and it is this wildcat found in Asia and North Africa that is now thought to be the major ancestor of the modern-day Felis catus. However, more recent evidence suggests that feline domestication happened about 10,000 years ago or more in the Middle East, in the Fertile Crescent area. The first genuine evidence of domestication comes from a cat that was discovered purposely buried with its owner in a cemetery in Cyprus about 9,500 years ago, and it is presumed that domestication began earlier since there were no natural cats in Cyprus at the time. Spaying and neutering. Keeping intact cats inside during mating season was a nasty business until spaying and neutering pets became available and affordable in the 1930s. Although techniques for sterilizing animals had been established, American homes would have had a difficult time locating a physician certified to properly neuter pets prior to this period. 10 cats mated and gave birth outside in the 20th century, just as they had done since their beginnings in the Fertile Crescent 10,000 years ago, just as they had established their own feeding and litter places. While some of those cats' kids may be effectively socialized and integrated into human households if brought into human contact when they are young enough, many cats stay outdoors and live the same outdoor life they always had, with or without human interaction. Although adult community cats that have not been habituated to humans or indoor living cannot typically become indoor pets, neutering and returning them to their outside environment enhances their lifespan. Domestication of the cat. Domestication of the feline Felis catus as a species has therefore resulted from wild cats coexisting with humans. This, however, should not be considered domestication in the same sense that dogs and other animals have been. Cats, in general, have not experienced significant modifications as a result of domestication, and their shape and behavior remain extremely close to those of their wildcat predecessors. They are completely capable of living in the wild, and many of them return to a feral or wild lifestyle. Living near people. The earliest evidence of human grain silos comes from Israel about 10,000 years ago, and it is known that grain storage produced an accumulation and increase in the population of the house mouse. This increase in the mouse population is supposed to have brought wild cats into close contact with people, leading to their later domestication. Cats that are more tolerant of people are more likely to approach human settlements, and this self-selection would have aided in the process of taming and domestication. Cats were regularly discovered in conjunction with human settlements in the Fertile Crescent, Israel, and adjacent nations about 3,700 years ago, and they became an official deity in the form of the goddess Bastet in Egypt approximately 2,900 years ago. At the time, the Egyptians were actively breeding cats, as shown by the large number of cats sacrificed to Bastet and mummified. Cats had swept over Europe by 2,000 years ago, according to research. This is all from today's video. Thanks for watching. And if you like the video, give us big thumbs and subscribe to the channel.